Hello there, this is Miss Norma, and today we're going to learn how to load paper into the Brailler. The Brailler has many moving parts, but today we will only be discussing those that are used to load the paper. The paper release levers, the paper feed knobs, the embossing head, the stripper plate, and the carriage lever, the paper stop, paper guide knob, and the grooved roller, and finally the line spacer button. Standard Braille paper is beige and 11 by 11.5 inches. For today's demonstration, we will be using an 8.5 by 11 inch white cardstock paper. This kind of paper can be used if you should ever run out at the last minute. To begin, open the release levers on both sides by pulling them towards you. Next, make sure the paper release knobs are rolled all the way in the start position. You do this by rolling the knobs away from you both at the same time. Then we need to make sure the embossing head is all the way to the left side of the Brailler. You do this by pulling the carriage lever all the way to the left. For this next part, the paper guide knob should be all the way to the left. Then when the paper is fed in, it will stop at the paper stop marker. Make sure the paper slides in between the embossing head and the stripper plate, hitting the paper stop marker. Next, close the paper release levers to lock the paper in place. Roll the paper feed knobs towards you, both at the same time, to roll the paper into the Brailler. Once the paper is rolled in all the way, you should see the top edge line up parallel with the edge of the Brailler all the way across the page. Finally, hit the line spacer button to position the paper. When there's a small space between the paper and the embossing head, you are ready. If for some reason you see the page coming out through the area where the carriage lever is, or the edge of the paper not parallel with the Brailler, open the paper release levers and roll the paper out completely and try inserting it again. Also, check the bottom corners of the paper and see if they need to be flattened. If either method still doesn't work and the paper is going in incorrectly, flip the page over and try inserting it from the other end.